Viewers, good evening. We are just days away from Republic Day. But instead of celebrating our nation, we are seeing something very different. I'll tell you what it is. Rahul Gandhi is again attacking India very hard. He says Indian democracy is dead. He says Indian economy is dead. Viewers, the leader of opposition can disagree with Prime Minister Modi. He can criticize government policies. That is normal in democracy. It is expected of the opposition to play that role. But to say our democracy is dead, to say our economy is dead, that is not criticism. That is trying to make India look weak in front of the world. Just today, he said that our economy is dead because of American tariffs. Rahul Gandhi talks about jobs lost and factories closed. Now, those are real issues, but to call the whole economy dead when the world still calls India a fast-growing country, that is not right, viewers. This kind of talk hurts investors. It hurts ordinary people who are working hard, you and me. It hurts India's image, and this is not the first time Rahul Gandhi has said so. He has said many times, even outside India, that our democracy is in danger. He has asked foreign countries to intervene. Is this what an opposition leader should do? And viewers, look at the timing of this. It comes on a day when Prime Minister Modi said something very strong about the Congress party. He compared Congress to Jinnah's Muslim League. Yes, Jinnah's Muslim League divided India. It brought partition and pain that we still feel. And now Modi is saying Congress is doing the same thing in a different way. By constantly running down India, by making people feel that nothing is good here, by spreading negativity every day. Viewers, by doing this, is the Congress party proving its Tukde credentials? Is this the way to divide and weaken national spirit for political points? I don't know. It's for you to judge. Viewers, we can fight elections, we can debate policies, but we should never make our own country look small and broken. Our democracy is alive. Our economy is growing despite problems. Our people are working hard every day to make India stronger. Our democracy is alive, thriving through debate and dissent. Our economy, despite challenges like global tariffs and what have you, is resilient, powered by innovation, reform. But this kind of Bharat bashing is not responsible politics, viewers. This is vote bank politics at its most divisive. Sample what has been said.
World looks up to Mazboot India, but Rahul busy in belittling Bharat. It's not the first time. From dead democracy,
our democratic system is under attack.
There is an attack on the democratic system.
We're facing an attack on the basic structure of Indian democracy.
Huge amount of damage has been done to Indian democracy.
The democracy in India is dead. It doesn't exist anymore.
to dead economy.
Everybody knows that the Indian economy is a dead economy.
Rahul's anti-India script.
Let's open this up. Dr. Ajay Alok, national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Tushar Gupta. Umar Junaidi, political analyst. Nikhil Jain. Haji Rangrez. Kishore Tiwari ji will be with us shortly, and Karan Verma completes this panel. Nikhil, democracy dead, economy dead. What is with Rahul Gandhi and Congress party? Don't you understand what the voters have been telling the Congress party? Bihar, Maharashtra.
Pranesh, don't you understand what the voters have been telling the country? That 20% of the vote in the Lok Sabha elections went to the Congress party, over 30% of the vote went to the India Alliance. The India Alliance got 240 Lok Sabha seats and the BJP got 240 Lok Sabha seats. So the kind of picture that you try to paint out as if BJP is the only sole dominant political force in the country, that's absolutely incorrect. And a lot of the statements that you attribute to Rahul Gandhi...
No monologues here. You can say BJP is dead, RSS is dead. Why is he saying Indian economy is dead? Democracy is dead. What is this?
Pranesh, Pranesh, my friend, I am sure that you have a very good command over the English language and you understand the difference between a literal sentence and a figurative sentence. If I say, "Oh my God, I'm dying listening to your illogical line of argument," doesn't really mean that I'm actually dying. That's a figurative speech, right? I do understand the concept of a hyperbole.
Okay.
Obviously,
okay.
the Indian economy
Let
is
me
not
also
dead
give you an example, Nikhil. 1 minute can't be one way. Listen to me. When the Congress says Modi तेरी कब्र खुदेगी, क्या है? Literal है, figurative है?
Congress never said that. First of all, Congress never said that.
Of course it said. Of course it said. Have you forgotten the tarmac video, Nikhil? भूल गए आप?
By an MLA or an officer. No, I have not forgotten any video, first of all. Secondly, you again know that is very figurative. प्रधानमंत्रियों को काले झंडे दिखाना, ये बोलना that you will go down, go back, you are digging your own grave. All of these are
go back is one thing, Nikhil. Go back, no. Go back तो साइमन के लिए भी बोला था. Simon, go back. मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी.
Have you ever heard of the English idiom called dig your own grave? He dug his own grave by making that statement on television. Have you heard
Rahul
that?
Gandhi.
Have you heard
Rahul
that,
Gandhi. It
What is
applies
the
to
Hindi
Rahul
version of that?
Gandhi.
Iski kabar khudegi.
Thank you
What
for
really
reminding
meant?
our viewers that English idiom applies to Rahul Gandhi. The more he says these things, he's digging his own grave.
When did Rahul Gandhi ever say that? Did Rahul Gandhi ever say
Rahul Gandhi has been
teri
saying
kabar
Indian.
khudegi?
Just okay. Even if it is figurative, how is the Indian economy dead? Tell me.
I will tell you how. Pranesh, you look at the car sales, they are slumping. You look at the share of manufacturing in the Indian GDP, that is sunking. You look at the FIIs pulling out billions and billions of dollars from the Indian stock markets. You look at the growth rate in a whole bunch of sectors that don't have to, where the consumers are not the top 1%. Everything is sinking, from banyan to biscuit to cement. Everything, the growth rate is much lower than the growth
It is
rate
sinking.
that
Now,
you
1 minute. Now, here's my counter. Now, apply this logic. Nikhil, apply this same logic, sinking logic or shrinking logic to the Congress party. Vote share shrinking, seat share shrinking, national presence shrinking. Is the Congress party dead? Tell me. Even if it is figurative, is the Congress party dead?
I'm not going to say that, but don't you keep
अरे
on
बोलिए
saying
निखिल
it,
जैन
saying
क्या
the
हो
same thing
गया
every single
अभी
day.
इतना
Congress का
इडियम
सूपड़ा
मेटाफर और क्या हो गया आपको इज द कांग्रेस पार्टी डेड सेम लॉजिक अप्लाई किया मैंने
I can Pranesh, I can choose the language that I want to speak.
that's
you are not going to
okay
dictate
you can
it.
choose
I
the
don't say
language
that
but
the
you
Indian
can't
economy
choose
is
your own
dead.
facts
Not the
निखिल that's the problem you can choose to speak in Sanskrit आप बोल सकते हैं कोई बात नहीं है लेकिन आप फैक्ट्स नहीं चेंज कर सकते ना what I said about the Congress is true कितने इलेक्शन आफ्टर इलेक्शन लुक एट द ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड बाय दैट मींस डायनेस्टी शुड बी डेड राहुल गांधीज लीडरशिप इज डेड विल यू से दैट यू कांट उमर जुनैदी ये क्या है डेमोक्रेसी डेड इकोनॉमी डेड ये क्यों बोला जाता है
Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition, raised several issues on the vote chori. Was any action taken by the Election Commission of India? Is it not the death of democracy? We have seen people are being, mob lynched on the name of slogans like JSR. The police is not taking the cognizance.
No, what is JSR? What is
not
JSR? No, 1 minute. What is JSR, Umar Junaidi?
JSR is some slogan which the goons are forcing the people, especially the Muslims, to raise their
No, what
slogans.
is JSR? Would you
That's all.
clarify? What is this JSR? JSR क्या होता है?
JSR वही होता है जो जिसको नहीं बोलने पर लोगों को मारा जा रहा है.
एक बार बता
And
तो
that's
दीजिए
the-
एक्सपोज दिस आप लोगों को अभी डायरेक्टली नेशनल टीवी पे बता दीजिए ये कौन सा डेंजरस स्लोगन है JSR क्या है
JSR is not a dangerous slogan. The way it is being said.
what is JSR
तुम्हें
forget
बोलना
the
ही
way
नहीं
it is being said you tell me what is JSR फिर मैं एक और एक्रोनिम है मेरे पास वो फिर मैं आपको बताऊंगा वो डेंजरस है कि नहीं आप बोल रहे हैं JSR डेंजरस नहीं है बट फिर भी वेपनाइज किया जा रहा है नाउ टेल आवर व्यूअर्स व्हाट इज JSR
method the people are forcing people to call JSR.
What is JSR?
Shout JSR, use
किशोर तिवारी जी
JSR.
आपको पता है JSR क्या है
JSR मेरे को SIR मालूम था, JSR नया है तो मुझे नहीं मालूम।
ये मैं अभी बताता हूं आपको। हाजी रंगरेज, आपको पता है JSR क्या है?
हाँ, हमें तो पता ही है। जय सिया राम कह के जो लिंचिंग की जा रही है, जिस तरीके से देश का माहौल खराब करा जा रहा है,
चलिए,
किस तरीके से गंगा जमनी तहजीब को खत्म किया जा रहा है, कैसे आपस में सब लोगों को लड़ाया जा रहा है।
एक मिनट, मैंने सिर्फ उसका मतलब पूछा। हाजी साहब, जो पहला आंसर आप तैयार करके आए हैं उसका सवाल अभी मैं पूछूंगा, रुकिए। अभी मैच द फॉलोइंग मत कीजिए। आपने बता दिया JSR है जय श्री राम। उमर जुनैदी के मुंह से वो निकल नहीं रही थी। उनसे मैंने 10 बार पूछा, वो नहीं बोलना चाहते हैं, पर कोई बात नहीं, कोई दबाव नहीं है, नहीं तो वो बोलेंगे जबरदस्ती JSR बोल दिया। अब मुझे एक बात बताइए, ST-SJ सुना आपने? ST-SJ, हाजी रंगरेज, ST-SJ सुना है?
नहीं, मैंने नहीं सुना।
ये देखिए, कैसे सुनेंगे? किशोर तिवारी जी, आपने सुना है ST-SJ?
नहीं, बहुत ही कठिन है। हाँ, UPSC में भी आएगा तो भी कठिन ही लगेगा। प्रणेश मुझे एग्रेरियन इकोनॉमी के लिए बुलाया गया था।
सर, एग्रेरियन इकोनॉमी तक जाएंगे सर, शुरू तो कर ले, फंडामेंटल्स पहले क्लियर कर देते ना, अभी इकोनॉमी तक पहुंचेंगे। निखिल, ST-SJ क्या है?
I don't know. You'll have to give me some context here. You can't just ask me random acronyms. I'm not the king of acronyms.
उमर जुनैदी समझ रहे हैं कॉन्टेक्स्ट, रेफरेंस कॉन्टेक्स्ट सब समझ में आ रहा है उनको। ST-SJ क्या है उमर जुनैदी जी?
I don't know. I haven't heard about that.
Let me tell you, ST-SJ is सर तन से जुदा। Is that provocative, dangerous? Yes or no?
सर तन से जुदा के नाम पे किसी को मारा गया है? Give me some example on it.
सर तन से जुदा, एक मिनट, मैं आपको अभी नाम बता देता हूं। एक मिनट, नाम बता देता हूं, लेकिन उससे पहले मुझे यह बताइए, ST-SJ सही है या गलत है? जैसे आप JSR बोल रहे थे ना, ST-SJ सही है या गलत है? फिर मैं आपको नाम बताता हूं, फिर आप गिनिएगा।
बोला JSR गलत है, मैंने ये बोला JSR नहीं बोलने पर जो मारा जा रहा है
JSR तो मुझे भी पता है गलत नहीं है, मैं आपसे ST-SJ पूछ रहा हूं, सर तन से जुदा सही है या गलत है?
तन से जुदा के नाम पे किसी का सर तन से जुदा करते हुए कोई
नाम नोट कीजिए। कन्हैया लाल, मिस्टर कोल्हे, दीज आर जस्ट द टू, देन देयर आर अदर्स। पहलगाम में क्या बोलने बोला था उनको? पहलगाम में जिन लोगों को आतंकवादियों ने मारा, उनको क्या बोला था बोलने? JSR बोला था बोलने? भूल गए आप उमर जुनैदी? Next time you try this stunt on national TV of JSR, be prepared to answer ST-SJ. And now that I have told you what ST-SJ is, see how you're dithering to even take a stand. ST-SJ is sar tan se juda, and it has no place in a country like ours. Till it becomes an Islamic republic that the Congress and its allies want to. किशोर तिवारी जी, सर तन से जुदा, उसको ST-SJ बोलते हैं, लेकिन ये इस पे कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे। हाजी रंगरेज को पता ही नहीं है ST-SJ क्या है, और वो पूछ रहे हैं कि एग्जाम्पल दीजिए कि क्या किसी को सर तन से जुदा बोल के मारा गया। मैंने बता दिया आपको जो रीसेंट एग्जाम्पल है।
नहीं, देखो प्रणेश, अभद्र नारेबाजी बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए। कब्र खुदेगी ये वगैरह नारेबाजी से मैं डिफर करता हूं, लेकिन भारत शरीफ के देश में जहां पर प्रभु रामचंद्र को बहुत माना जाता है और जय सिया राम सभी लोग बोलते हैं, तो इतना विरोध भी होना अनुचित है। लेकिन किसी को जबरदस्ती क्यों कर रहे हो? उनका धर्म नहीं बोलता है तो नहीं,
जबरदस्ती किसी भी चीज की गलत है किशोर तिवारी जी। अगर कोई जवाब नहीं देता, मैं तो उससे डिबेट में जबरदस्ती जवाब भी नहीं लेता। जबरदस्ती की बात नहीं है, लेकिन जो लोग ये कहते हैं कि देखिए JSR को वेपनाइज किया है, वो ST-SJ पे एक शब्द नहीं बोलते। उमर जुनैदी एक शब्द नहीं बोल सकते कि सर तन से जुदा, ये नारा ही गलत है। कौन होता है कोई सर तन से जुदा करने वाला? हाजी रंगरेज, आप बोलेंगे सर तन से जुदा गलत है?
नहीं, मैं बिल्कुल बोलूंगा। सर तन से जुदा की बात हो या जय सिया राम का नारा जबरदस्ती बुलवाया गया हो, जय सिया राम का नारा लेकर
सर तन से जुदा और जय श्री राम एक ही बात है
गया हो। बिल्कुल एक बात है, दोनों नारों का दुरुपयोग हो रहा है। और जिस
एक ही बात है किशोर तिवारी जी, आप देख लीजिए किन लोगों को डिफेंड कर रहे हैं। निखिल, डू यू अग्री विथ हाजिर अंग्रेज?
Ganesh, would you rather talk about the
One minute.
tariff?
Why are you running away? I started asking questions on democracy and economy. Who brought in JSR? Don't run away now. Now that you brought this up, answer my question. Is JSR and STSJ the same thing, Nikhil? No, you may not have brought it up, but you will have to answer. You can escape only by condemning it or exposing yourself. There are only two options here.
I've already done that. Pranesh, I've already done that.
Okay.
It is a despicable, condemnable, communal, horrible thing to say.
डॉक्टर अजय आलोक, देखिए डेड इकोनॉमी की बात है। उमर जुनैदी ने राहुल गांधी को डिफेंड करने के लिए क्या बोल दिया कि जय श्री राम, STSJ ये सब नहीं होना चाहिए, नहीं तो राहुल गांधी ये बोलते रहेंगे इंडियन इकोनॉमी इज डेड। और डेमोक्रेसी डेड इसीलिए है क्योंकि वोट चोरी जो राहुल गांधी जी ने बोला उस पर कोई कार्रवाई नहीं हुई, तो डेमोक्रेसी डेड है। राहुल गांधी सही बोल रहे हैं।
Pranesh, it's actually not only STSJ. Before that, there is another net आओ, नाराय तदवीर, अल्लाह अकबर, गुस्ताख नबी की एक ही सजा, सरतन से जुदा, सरतन से जुदा। और ये AIMIM जो हाजी रंगेज बैठे हुए हैं, हैदराबाद में नारा लगा था और AIMIM के लीडर्स वहां पे मौजूद थे। आप बोलते हैं कि मैंने कभी सुना नहीं। These people are nothing. These people are hypocrite. And by the way, the person you are discussing, Rahul Gandhi, Mr. Rahul Gandhi ji, he does not have grey matter left in him. He says it's a dead economy. And his uncle Trump, whom they always refer to, 50% tariff and whatever he has tweeted. Yesterday he made a statement that Prime Minister Modi is a great person and he's my great friend. And we are going to have a trade deal. The IMF says the Indian economy is in the most robust form, 7.2% growth. And these people are saying, and right now sitting here, Nikhil is saying, drawing different type of conclusion, manufacturing all-time low and this and that. Our export has risen with the US in spite of the tariff. कैसे हो गया? कोई डंडा क्या घुमाया ऐसे हो गया? We are in a constant growth trajectory, but this fellow is absolutely brainless, grey matterless, and he can speak anything. And we are just discussing him because by the virtue, because he is a leader of opposition. Otherwise, Nikhil Jain also knows that he knows better than Rahul Gandhi, because Rahul Gandhi knows zero. Nil bata sannata. This is the fact. And he's in a habit of disrespecting his own country because he does not treat India as their own country. As very famously Chanakya said, विदेशी कोख से पैदा हुआ बच्चा कभी भी देशभक्त नहीं हो सकता. It was not said by me, it was said by Chanakya. And by the way, he's not also Hindu, he's not even Gandhi.
No, whether or not, no. Let's not go that far. Dr. Ajay Alok, उमर जुनैदी बोलेंगे कि आप राहुल गांधी को जिस तरह से बोल रहे हैं वो साबित करता है कि डेमोक्रेसी डेड है. आप टारगेट कर रहे हैं लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन को.
हाँ, मोदी को डंडे मारेंगे, दुनिया मोदी को डंडे मारेगी, कुछ दिन बिक जाओ. ये मैंने कहा था, ये राहुल गांधी जी नहीं कहा था ना. दिल्ली एयरपोर्ट पे मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी, ये मैंने कहा था. ये किसने कहा था? कांग्रेस के लीडर पवन खेड़ा के अरेस्ट होने पे. लगातार एक के बाद एक इंस्टेंसेस हैं जब इस तरह से बोला गया है. And when they speak, they have the right to speak.
किशोर तिवारी जी, ये किस तरह का नैरेटिव है सर? आपस में डिफरेंसेस हो सकते हैं, लेकिन इंडिया के बारे में ऐसा बोलना कि इकोनॉमी मर गई है, डेमोक्रेसी मर गई है, क्या ये सही बात है?
नहीं, देखो, टैरिफ लगाने के बाद कुछ सेक्टर में क्राइसिस डेवलप हुए हैं, उसको एलोबरेट करने के लिए डेमोक्रेसी और इकोनॉमी डेड हो गई, ये तो अप्रोप्रिएट नहीं है. लेकिन डेमोक्रेसी को भी क्राइसिस से गुजरना पड़ रहा है और इकोनॉमी को भी क्राइसिस से गुजरना पड़ रहा है. टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री की वो बात कर रहे थे, और टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री एक्सपोर्ट को बहुत ज्यादा टैरिफ से हैमर हुआ है और बांग्लादेश का एक्सपोर्ट बहुत बटा है, तो इस पर बात तो होनी चाहिए ना. अब आप बोलेंगे कि राहुल गांधी ने ये बोला वो बोला. राहुल गांधी जी के बोलने का आशय तो समझो. अरे बात के पीछे का जो उनके अंदर जो गर्भगृह में जो छुपा रहता है वो तो देखो.
अच्छा, जो अंदर छुपा है वो देखें, जो सामने बोल रहे हैं वो उस पर जज ना करें. तुषार, don't be too harsh on Rahul Gandhi. Judge his intentions, not the words.
Good evening, Pranesh. You know, it is heartbreaking to say this, but the entire Congress ecosystem is illiterate when it comes to basic economics. Nikhil Jain here is saying every sector is dead. Our economy is dead. Let's say I am a liar. BJP is a liar. Every single Indian is a liar. Is Rahul Gandhi also a liar? In 2019, and Nikhil Jain should listen to this because it is about the leader he worships day in and day out. Rahul Gandhi's stock portfolio in 2019 was worth 5 crore rupees as declared in the election affidavit. By 2024, it was more than 8.32 crore rupees. After 10 years of Modi government in 2024, Rahul Gandhi's stock market portfolio is rupees 8.32 crore, which is not a small amount, which is not an amount everyone on this panel can afford or every second Indian can afford. So is Nikhil Jain telling us that Rahul Gandhi, his leader, is invested in a dead economy? Is he saying that his leader is so economically illiterate and ignorant that he is invested in the dead economy? Nikhil Jain, who's blanking out right now, says manufacturing percentage of a GDP has declined. Will he tell the viewers that in 2014, our manufacturing value added was $300 billion? Today it's touching $500 billion. Pranesh, the problem is these people are themselves invested in the cause of Indian economy and they are reaping its benefits, but they want to misguide the people there. They want to misguide everyone. That is what Rahul Gandhi is doing, and it's astonishing. It's honestly astonishing that how can someone make some weird claims? Forget everything. In Karnataka, which is currently being ruled by the Congress, Apple is increasing its production every single year. And that is because of the production incentive scheme. Another fact check. Rahul said that there were no reforms for the textile sector after the tariffs kicked in. In September 2025, when Pranesh, you and I discussed this on this very debate, at this very slot, there were GST reforms specifically targeting the textile sector, addressing the inverted duty structure. Has Rahul Gandhi forgotten about it?
No, Rahul Gandhi should see what DK Shivkumar has said. We can pull that out, his comments. DK Shivkumar is in Davos, and look at what he's saying. That is DK Shivkumar and Rahul Gandhi. Two contradictory views about Indian economy. Karan, you can have differences. We've discussed this, so many times. But to say this is dead, that is dead, is not right.
So, Pranesh, they pretty much see what is inside them. So, Rahul Gandhi has a dead political career. So, that is what he sees. That's the reflection that he's seeing. Pranesh, can you please fix the echo? Yeah. Pranesh, I just heard Nikhil say that everything is figurative. When they talk about figurative and moral, all they have today are moral victories. Because when it comes to hard numbers, they lose in terms of elections and the Indian economy grows by leaps and bounds. 8.2% growth, Pranesh, in such perilous times, and yet managing the inflation below 2%. If anything, this should be marveled at. And look at the way they lie about it. Just now, Kishore Tiwari ji said textiles have taken a hit, textile exports. Textile exports for November-December 2025 compared to last year have seen an increase of 9.4%. This government, Pranesh, started acting proactively, sensing there is a need for trade diversification. Look at the kind of free trade agreements we have today. We are very close to signing a big agreement with the EU. We signed one with UK. Before that, we signed with Oman, with Norway. As a result of which our exports, despite the tariffs, have gone up by 15% year-on-year basis. What are you talking about? In which world are you living, Nikhil? And it took so much time for Nikhil to feign this ignorance. STSJ kya hota hai, mujhe nahi pata. That is why you are called a minority appeaser, Nikhil. That is why your party is called a minority appeaser. You very well knew what is the full form of STSJ, but you did not name it. That is the problem with you. Similarly, you very well know your leader is invested in the stock market, as Tushar rightly said, and still he's saying the economy is dead. So I don't think Rahul Gandhi doesn't have any grey matter. I think he's trying to act too clever by the half, Nikhil, and trying to instigate people and label us as a dead economy, the worst disservice he could have done on Republic Day.
Nikhil, when the Prime Minister says Congress is like the Muslim League, by such commentary, you are only vindicating the Prime Minister's position.
Pranesh, I was glad that Tushar was finally talking about the economy, and I wanted to rebut him on economy, but my very good friend Karan Verma somehow finds the reason to bring STSJ and this and that back into it. No, Karan, I genuinely did not know what STSJ means. I don't care about random nonsense acronyms like this.
It is not random nonsense acronym. People have lost their lives because of this. This is not some random nonsense, Nikhil. Understand, don't trivialize this. It is not random nonsense. Take your words back. I'll tell you how many people have died. You want to know? Kamlesh Tiwari, Lucknow, Chandan Gupta, Kasganj, Umesh Kole, Amravati, Ankit Saxena, Delhi, Kanhaiya Lal, Udaipur. The list is long. It is not a random slogan.
The list is long of Muslims and Dalits and people in India lynched under BJP ruled states. The list
STSJ is wrong. Plain and simple. It ends there. It is not random. It is not random. Don't even try and attempt. Forget it. Answer my question. The Prime Minister calls Congress Muslim League. What are you doing to prove him wrong?
Can we talk about the Indian economy? Can we talk about how the growth numbers are fudged? And this is not me saying that. That is Modi government's own former chief economic advisor, Subramaniam. That is the IMF, which rates India's GDP data as grade C because the wrong proxies are being used.
किसने फज कर दिया डेटा? ये कहां से? ये कौन सा रिपोर्ट है? फज कहां हो गया डेटा? तुषार, has this report reached you?
Okay, now I'll read out from Rahul Gandhi's stock portfolio, which is mentioned in his election affidavit, which can be found on the ECI website. Nikhil Jain says sectors का data fudge किया जाता है. Bajaj Finance, Dr. Lal Pathlabs, GMM Pfaudler Limited, Hindustan Unilever. These are some of the companies Rahul Gandhi is invested in, consumer-driven organizations. कौन से numbers fudge हो रहे हैं? He says the tech sector is faking its growth. He's invested in Infosys. He's invested in ITC. He's invested in Tata Consultancy Services. Now,
Tushar, you think he doesn't know? He's wasting the time. Of course he knows. Karan was right. Nikhil knows what is STSJ. Okay, now Nikhil, 1 minute. Do you know what is DKS?
Oh, you're back on.
Do you know what is DKS? DKS. Have you heard this acronym? DKS.
I don't know. No, नहीं भाई साहब ये सब नहीं आता यार. ये DKS, VSDK, STSJ, NMMLL, QPRS क्या चल क्या रहा है?
ये शुरू किसने किया था? उमर जुनैदी से बात कीजिए. DKS is DK Shiv Kumar. Now if you don't know, then God bless the Congress party. DK Shiv Kumar is in Davos and you know what he said? India is rising. इसीलिए उनको चीफ मिनिस्टर नहीं बना रहे आप. This is your own leader and DK Shiv Kumar is not, some ordinary कार्यकर्ता. He is the deputy CM of Karnataka.
What do you expect an Indian minister to go and say in Davos that our prime minister is fudging the numbers? Do you want the CMs and deputy CMs and the finance ministers of different states of this country to go
okay, so one has to when Rahul Gandhi goes abroad, Tushar, 1 minute. Tushar, don't give him the numbers. He wants to waste your time. Don't fall for this. Nikhil Jain is saying, viewers, listen to this. Ajay Alok ji, aap bhi dhyan se suniye. Karan, Nikhil Jain is saying, DK Shiv Kumar will obviously be saying good things about India when he goes abroad. But this rule does not apply to Rahul Gandhi, whether he is in India or abroad. Rahul Gandhi slanders India when he is abroad and he bashes Bharat when he is here. Haji Randresh ji, ये जो आपके जननायक हैं, क्या हो गया इनको?
क्या हो गया? वो सच बोल रहे हैं और जो जुमलेबाज नेता हैं वो जुमलेबाजी कर रहे हैं, जो देश को पीछे करते जा रहे हैं, लगातार देश में नफरत का माहौल बना रहे हैं, देश की बट्टाधार करने का काम कर रहे हैं. जब तक एक देश का नेतृत्व एक पढ़ा लिखा व्यक्ति नहीं करेगा और जिसके पास डिग्री भी नहीं है वो व्यक्ति इस देश का नेतृत्व करेगा तो बट्टाधार तो होना ही है. डॉलर आज 92 रुपए का हो गया, कोई चर्चा नहीं हो रही, कोई किसी तरीके का कोई मीडिया में कोई उस पर कोई डिबेट नहीं हो रही कि डॉलर कैसे बढ़ता जा रहा. अब हमारे एक बच्चा हमारे विदेश में पढ़ रहा, हमें पता है कि कैसे उसके पैसे बढ़ते जा रहे, कैसे उसकी फीस बढ़ती जा रही. देखिए ये लगातार इन मुद्दों को अगर राहुल गांधी
हाजी रणरेश जी 1 मिनट. अब विदेश में आप कह रहे हैं आपका एक बच्चा विदेश में पढ़ता है, वो विदेश में इसीलिए क्यों भेजा आपने? क्योंकि यहां पे नफरत का माहौल है.
नहीं, नफरत का भी माहौल है. यहाँ पर हर चीज महंगी है. यहाँ पे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं है, लोग नहीं है. और आप देखिए अगर यहाँ पर कोई
कौन से देश में पढ़ता है, अगर आप बताना चाहें कौन से देश में पढ़ता है बच्चा आपका? हाजी रणरेश साहब.
नहीं, मेरा बच्चा जहां भी पढ़ रहा है मैं आपको
बता दो.
जहां भी पढ़ रहा है वो MBBS कर रहा है और जिस तरीके से यहाँ पे 1 करोड़ रुपए लग रहे, उज्बेकिस्तान में कर रहा है. उज्बेकिस्तान
में कर रहा है वो, समरकंद में. ठीक है, अब वहां राहुल गांधी जाएंगे, अगला ट्रिप शायद उनका होगा, वहां जाके बोलेंगे डेमोक्रेसी इज डेड। किशोर तिवारी जी देखिए, सीधा सवाल है कि अगर आपको कोई पॉलिटिकल डिफरेंस है तो आप उस पर बोलिए, जैसे आप कह रहे हैं कि एक दो सेक्टर में कमी हो सकती है, क्योंकि कुछ परफेक्ट नहीं है किशोर तिवारी जी, कोई इल्यूजन नहीं है उस बात का। क्रिटिसिज्म कीजिए, ये जो एक ब्रश में पेंट कर देना कि एवरीथिंग इज डेड, ये सही नहीं, और ये पहली बार नहीं हो रहा है, तो क्या करना चाहिए हमें?
नहीं, ये देखो प्रणेश, एक बात और मैं बोलता हूं, तुषार और करण ने दोनों ने वो बात रखी। देखिए, निफ्टी और बीएसई के 30 कंपनियों में किसने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है, तो उसका तो डबल हो चुका है, ट्रिपल भी हो चुका है। लेकिन मैं आपको बताता हूं कि इंडेक्स से अगर इकोनॉमी को आप कंपेयर करेंगे तो वो 80 करोड़ लोगों पे आप अन्याय कर रहे हैं। ये तो साम्राज्यवादी शक्तियां हैं जो शेयर मार्केट से ग्रोथ को रिलेट करती
नहीं
है।
तो शेयर मार्केट,
भारत
नहीं, एक मिनट, शेयर मार्केट अगर इतनी खराब चीज है तो राहुल गांधी उसमें क्यों इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं? उनको निकाल लेना चाहिए, पैसा दे देना चाहिए हाजी रंगरेज को, वो उज्बेकिस्तान भेज सकते हैं बच्चे की पढ़ाई में।
अरे भाई, अरे हम अगर राहुल गांधी से कम्युनिकेट कर सके, हाँ, तो हम बताएंगे, जिस दिन हम कम्युनिकेट करेंगे उस दिन
कम्युनिकेट ही नहीं
बोलेंगे।
कर पा रहे हैं ना, आप कर पा रहे हैं ना शशि थरूर कर पा रहे हैं, हाजी रंगरेज को कम्युनिकेट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं, वो फोटो देख के खुश हैं वो। निखिल, राहुल गांधी से कम्युनिकेशन क्यों नहीं हो पा रहा है? इज द फोन लाइन डेड?
Pranesh, the Indian stock market is not a marker for the growth of the Indian economy as a whole. This argument of using one individual stock portfolio to show that the whole India is experiencing a growth story is a fallacious and frankly an economically illiterate argument to make. You have to look at what is happening to the textile sector, at what is happening to small businesses, at what is happening to your kirana stores. You should, just stop looking at the stock market growth that is happening. And if indeed Tushar really wants to look at the stock market growth, let's not just look at the capital, just look at the PE ratios of the different SWIFTs that are listed. What used to be the PE ratios back in 2014 and what are the PE ratios today? The Indian stock market and the scripts on the Indian stock market are extremely overvalued, but these are two nuanced of...
But that does not mean that, no, that does not mean that economy is dead. Tushar goes first, then I'm coming to you, Dr. Alok.
I am sick and tired of listening to this buffoon lying every night on national television.
Tushar, please, please. No personal, Tom. Please, Tushar, please. Let's not get personal because, then this is an unending spree. Then it's a disservice to, what we are debating. Please, let's not get personal, please.
He cannot say people are speculating about the stock market. My problem is his leader invests in the stock market. He says stock market overvalued hai. Rahul Gandhi tech overvalued stock market में invested है. जब वो इकोनॉमी को डेट कह रहे हैं आप वो सुनिए, पर उनकी स्टॉक मार्केट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स को मत देखिए. This is a charade. They want themselves to reap the benefits of the markets, but they do not want people to believe in it. Okay, leave Rahul Gandhi out of it. Kerala has one of the biggest ports in India. How's Kerala's economy doing? Tamil Nadu has such a big manufacturing ecosystem. How's their economy at the state level doing? Karnataka has Apple manufacturing there, another Congress ruled state.
Dr. Ajay Alok,
Himachal Pradesh.
DK शिव कुमार राहुल गांधी के काफी करीबी माने जाते हैं, वो डावोस में कह रहे हैं इंडिया इज राइजिंग, राहुल गांधी भारत में कह रहे हैं आवर इकोनॉमी इज डेड.
Pranesh, you have to understand there are two Congress within the Congress. One is the original Congress and one is Gandhi Congress. All the followers and supporters like Nikhil, they belong to Gandhi Congress. For them, the Rahul Gandhi is the supreme, he is the most genius. And I actually consider him a genius. दुर्लभ मूर्ख हैं, 1000 वर्षों में ऐसा एक आदमी आता है. That I agree completely. There is no denying the fact. दुर्लभ हैं, हमेशा नहीं मिलते हैं. And it's good enough. See, what he's exposing is true colors, and what Prime Minister has said that the Congress is another Muslim league, there is no doubt about it. What they have done in Karnataka, they have brought entire Muslim community into the OBC category and they have eaten up the reservation of OBCs. That's what they have done. They had done in the West Bengal, to which the OBC Commission opposed, and that's what they have done in the Karnataka. And
Umar Juneri, quickly answer that. Quickly answer what Dr. Ajay Alok is saying.
Yeah, Ajay Alok ji, I don't understand what Ajay Alok ji is saying. There is a Congress in a Congress. I don't know what Congress you're talking about. We know only one Indian National Congress, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, it's all one, from Gujarat to West Bengal, no other Congress, nothing. Now talking about the OBC, yes, the Muslims in Karnataka are backward. They are still Pasmanda Muslims. They are still the Muslims living in the slum areas. Have you not seen the video wherein the government has demolished the houses which were made on the government land? That shows the Muslim situation in Karnataka.
So, one minute. Which party rules Karnataka? What are you saying, Umar Junaidi? Which party rules Karnataka? You are accusing your own party of bulldozing houses belonging to Muslim community.
Let me tell you, I am not doing that. I am saying the Muslims are living in the slum areas on the government properties. The government bulldozed it with the assurance that the houses will be built and given to them. That's the Congress is doing. I am not pointing out.
No, 1 minute. If that is if slums are the problem, sir, then look around. There are people from other communities also living in slums. उनको भी घर दे दीजिए. But वहाँ नहीं देंगे आप, करण.
नहीं, पहले तो मैं इनको बता दूं, उमर जी को, भाई, द कम्युनिटी ऑल्सो नीड्स टू लुक विद इन. टुडे मुस्लिम्स आर twice the number of beneficiaries in terms of their proportion of their representation, in terms of getting houses, getting Kisan Samman Nidhi, getting a gas connection. They are 14.8% as per the last census of the population, and they are 30 to 36% of the beneficiaries. So if they are actually languishing behind, they also need to look within. As someone from the community, you should probably bring them on the right track. That is what I would urge. And Pranesh, Nikhil has time and again said that every single metric is wrong. He said, I don't believe in the GDP numbers. I will ask Nikhil, what metric do you believe in? Because there are three more metrics, Pranesh. One is the GST collections. Because if the economy is booming, then the consumption will go up. There have been record GST collections every month. Cement production, steel production. India is the second largest steel producer, second largest cement producer. Then you look at car sales, two-wheeler sales. India is booming in all those sectors. In which world is Nikhil possibly living? Nikhil, किन चीजों को deny करोगे और? Numbers deny कर दिए, सामने growth हो रही है, GST numbers deny कर दिए. You are living in a delusional world, Nikhil. Don't go the Rahul Gandhi way. You are much smarter than that.
Nikhil, don't even answer that question. Whatever you say. No, 1 minute. Rahul Gandhi will be seen in poor light. So don't try. हाजी रंगरेज जी, किशोर तिवारी कह रहे हैं कि राहुल गांधी से संपर्क ही नहीं हो पाता है.
So Dr. Subramaniam is lying. Dr.
Are you
Rajan
Haji
is
Rangrej,
lying.
Nikhil? Are you Haji Rangrej? Haji Rangrej is answering. 1 minute. हाजी रंगरेज साहब आप बोलिए.
ये परनेश भाई, जिस तरीके उनका संपर्क हो जाएगा, वो जाएं 24 अकबर रोड पे अपना संपर्क साधें और उनका मुलाकात हो जाएगी.
नहीं, लेकिन शशि थरूर का भी नहीं हो पा रहा है. आपकी बात हुई है राहुल गांधी से कभी?
ना, मेरी बातचीत हुई थी, मैं मिला था अभी पिछले दिनों उनसे, और ज्यादा चर्चा तो नहीं हो पाई थी क्योंकि मैं किसी कार्यक्रम में गया था. मगर जिस तरीके से बताते हैं, और हमारे जो पुराने कार्यकर्ता और नए कार्यकर्ता हैं वो लगातार बताते हैं, राहुल गांधी जी
नहीं, आप कौन से कार्यकर्ता में, नए कैटेगरी में है या पुराने में है?
मैं तो नए में पुराने में दोनों में हूं, मिक्स हूं मैं तो. मेरे तो कोई संपर्क है, तो मेरी तो मुलाकात और बातचीत होती रहती है, मेरे को तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. अब किसी को कोई दिक्कत आ रही है तो वो एक बार संपर्क साध ले राहुल गांधी जी से. राहुल गांधी जी बड़े आसान.
देखिए, हाजी रंगरेज तो मिल लेते राहुल गांधी से, आपके तपस्या में कमी है, इसीलिए आप नहीं मिल पा रहे.
नहीं, मैं एक बात बोल रहा हूं, संपर्क होना, संवाद होना, इस बात से बुनियादी स्वरूप में संगठन विपक्ष बोल के मजबूत होना. और जो करण ने अभी बताया कि भारत में मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बहुत ही बूमिंग है, तो करण आपको मैं बताता हूं कि जो फ्लडिंग चाइना से हो रहा है और इंडिया के अंदर पूरा मार्केट डोमिनेंस चाइना का हो चुका है, और आत्मनिर्भर भारत की संकल्पना ये फुटाइल है, ये चीज आप टाल क्यों रहे हो? आपने 3 चीजों को बोला. आपको कितना मालूम है कितने सीमेंट प्लांट चाइना के टेक्नोलॉजी पे लगे हैं, कितने स्टील प्लांट टेक्नोलॉजी पे लगे?
जी, फिर वही बात, अगर लगे भी हैं तो उसका मतलब ये थोड़ी है इंडियन इकोनॉमी डेड है. ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता ना सर.
इंडियन इकोनॉमी तो एक ऐसी स्टेज में आ चुकी है कि वो डेवलपमेंट के बस में बैठ चुकी है, और विपक्ष हो या सत्ता पक्ष हो, सबने इंडियन डेमोक्रेसी में इंडियन इकोनॉमी को बूमिंग करके सुपर पावर बनाने
सर
के लिए
ये
काम कर रहा है।
आपकी जब संपर्क हो जाए राहुल गांधी से तो आप उनको बता दीजिएगा। अगर राहुल गांधी से आपका संपर्क नहीं हो रहा तो हाजी रणरेज से संपर्क कर लीजिए, ये आपका संदेश वहां पहुंचा देंगे। लेट्स शिफ्ट आवर अटेंशन व्यूअर्स टू समथिंग एल्स दैट वी हैव।